Here are 5 steps on how I managed to get a 91% show up rate on one of my offers. The first step is building urgency. You want to figure out what's their why/need for needing your product/service. Now, when you're getting their why/need on the call, you need to actively fucking listen and ditch the script. I see a lot of setters asking prospects on what's their goal, and when the prospects will then respond with leaving their job or leaving a situation that they no longer want to be in. And a lot of times, those prospects will say emotional words like, this is emotionally draining, it's physically taxing on my body, I'm tired. And what a lot of setters will do is they'll say, and how long have you been working at that job for? Or they'll say, how long have you been wanting to get into YouTube or whatever business model that they're selling? And what they completely miss is that the prospect is giving them the exact ammo that they need in order for them to set them. You need to ditch the script and listen to those keywords that the prospects are giving you. And how you can do that is by probing deeper on what they're saying. And there's 2 ways on how you can probe deeper on what the prospects just told you. Number 1 is mirroring. So if someone just told you that their job is physically taxing on their body, one thing that I like to do is say, taxing? Physically taxing? 2 is clarifying. What do you mean by physically taxing? Or how do you mean by that? By you doing that, that'll then get the prospect to open up on what they further mean by what they just said. Now, number 2 is locking down the time on the appointment. One thing that I like to do when I'm locking down the appointment is I like to say, now, other than earthquake or tsunamis or any reason why you won't be able to show up to your call tomorrow at 3 p.m. Now, this does a couple of things. 1, it gets them to laugh because they never heard anyone else say this before. And number 2, it makes them think of anything else that actually could interrupt that appointment. Now, number 3, having them respond back to the automation text or the closer if you put them in a group chat while on the phone. To have them respond back to the text is crucial because if they don't, that instantly lowers their chances of them showing up to the call. So one thing that I like to do before I hang up the phone is I'll say, yeah, and John, just before we go, I want to know, did you get that text message from closer name confirming the appointment for tomorrow at 3 p.m. EST? And then they'll respond back with yes or no. And what I like to say is, yeah, if you could do that as soon as possible, that'd be great. Just send them like a quick thumbs up or, hey, I'll be there. Because if not, they will cancel your appointment. Another thing too is you can have them accept the calendar invite through their email if they didn't get the text message. Number 4, sending testimonials between the first call and the sales call. Now that first call is the initial call with you. So let's say today's Monday and I set someone for Wednesday. I will send them a testimonial message on Tuesday. And what that message is going to say is, hey, John, I was thinking about our conversation from yesterday about how you mentioned you wanted to XYZ goal. And it reminded me of one of our other students that actually made 10, 20, 30K a month, whatever testimonials that you guys have in your offer that you can send to them. Here's a little deep dive on how they did it and then paste the link into the text message. Now, number 5, follow up or call before the sales call. Let's say today's Monday. If I'm setting someone for tomorrow, Tuesday, or Wednesday, I'm gonna call them the morning of the meeting. And what I mean by calling them, I'm not calling them and saying, hey, I'm calling just to remind you that your appointment